It was another dramatic day in the FIM Supersport World Championship at the Autodrome Most, with race 1 proving to be a thrilling affair. Chan Onchu got away well from pole position, but it was French rider Luca Mayas who led into turn 1, the number 94 taking the inside line to take P1 from his Turkish rival. As the field wound their way through the stunning Autodrome Most circuit, Onju once again looked to take P1, and Roberto Garcia was on the move. He moved ahead of teammate Luca Mayas into P2 and soon set his sights on Chan Onchu up ahead. Valentin Debise was running in P5, while Audi Mahendra had enjoyed a strong weekend so far but crashed out at turn 10. There was little to separate the top 8 in the early stages of the race. Albert Arenas moved ahead into P1 under braking at turn 1, and it was chaos behind him as they all looked to squabble over track position. Ollie Bayliss, Filippo Farioli and Tom Booth Amos were in the mix until the number 69 crashed at turn 1, but the group was still large heading towards half-race distance as Roberto Garcia made his move for P1 at turn 20, although the slipstream into turn 1 meant he was vulnerable into the heavy braking zone as Valentin Debise on his ZX Moto went from P4 to P1 briefly at turn 1 before starting into second behind Chan Onchu. It was anyone's game at the head of the field as the number 53 made his move once again to take P1, getting ahead of Onchu and building a gap. Roberto Garcia's hopes of another podium finish had ended. He had a technical issue with his Yamaha R9 machine and brought it back into the pits. Maciar had started the race from P11 and his progress was perhaps slower than he would have liked, but the number 5 was in the top 5 by the end of the race and that soon became P4. He took advantage of Mayas having a huge moment on the exit of turn 2 to get alongside and then ahead of the French rider, battling his way through the field to claim P4 despite his lowly starting position. However, he was unable to close down Arenas, Onchu or Debise to stand on the rostrum. Debise crossing the line for his 4th win of the year. The consistency from the French rider on the ZX Moto machine proving once again too much for Onchu and Arenas to handle as he closed in at the top of the championship standings, setting the fastest lap of the race on the final lap. Onchu made it 3 consecutive podium finishes on his Yamaha R9, while Arenas extended his lead at the top of the standings. It was also the number 75's 5th consecutive podium. In terms of fastest laps and securing a race 2 front row start, Debise will go from pole, while Maciar will go from P2 after setting the 2nd quickest time. Luca Mayas is joining them on the front row, with Albert Arenas, Chan Onchu and Roberto Garcia on row 2. Row 3 will be Tom Booth Amos, Ollie Bayliss and Audi Mahendra as the trophies were handed out and hoisted aloft in Czechia. Debise claimed a 4th win of the season, less than a second clear of Onchu and Arenas in the top 3. German Maciar fought his way up to P4 ahead of Luca Mayas, while Ollie Bayliss finished in P6. Matteo Ferrari, Filippo Farioli, Philip Urchel and Simon Jespersen completed the top 10, while there were points on offer for Alessandro Zacconi, Federico Caracasulo, Jeremy Alcoba, Andre Vostatek and Josh Watley. Corentin Perilori was the highest placed World Supersport Challenge rider, just ahead of Rafael de Rosa. Tom Booth Amos was classified in 26th place after his race 1 crash at turn 1. There were 2 retirements from the race, Roberto Garcia and Andreas Koffler.
Yeah, it was a good race for me, obviously. At the beginning, I struggled a bit. From the beginning of the weekend with a new tire, it's not where we are the strongest. But having this problem, I know at the end of the race with a used tire, I will be faster. So my plan was to be patient, and I know all of those Yamaha guys always fight like crazy, and that's what happened. And at some point, I wanted to start getting position to put myself in 2nd, 3rd, and at the end, I was able to get the lead in an unexpected way. And then I felt great in the front, so I just did my life and I kept doing my lap time. It was not so easy for me to go a bit faster, but at the end I was able to modify a bit the setup of the bike and give me some more confidence and more turning. And in the last lap I was able to drop a bit my lap time and get a bit some advantage on the second and get the win. So very pleased about the job that ZX Moto Evan Bros did this time. Once again, they always give me a very good bike at every race, so it's very appreciable, and thank you to them.